Hello, students, and a very good morning to one and all. We now begin with Standard 5 EVS, Unit 3, Part 2. So, children, in Part 1, we learned about that there are different tastes of food. For example, sour, sweet, bitter, and sweet, and salty. So, how do we get this taste? We get this taste with the help of the taste buds, which are our senses present on the tongue. There are taste buds which taste the food and it gives the sense to our brains that it is the taste of sweet or salty. So, that is what we learned in the first part. So, now let us continue and see what is the second part of this lesson trying to tell us. Let us read about Neetu. You can see her lying on the bed and she is sick. Neetu was given a glucose drip. Neetu was very sick. All day she was vomiting and she also had loose motions. Whatever she ate, she vomited. Her father gave her sugar and salt solution. So as you can see, a girl lying on the bed. Her name is Neetu. Why is she lying there? Because she is very sick. What has happened to her? She was vomiting and also suffering from loose motions. So whatever she ate, she vomited and she had to go for a loose motion. So her father made a solution of sugar and salt and gave her to drink. As you remember, in standard 4th, we had prepared a salt solution. Salt and water together, it makes a salt solution. So for vomiting and when we are dehydrated, this solution is good to be drunk. So her father gave her this solution. By evening, Neetu was feeling weak and dizzy. When she got up to go to the doctor, she fainted. Her father had to carry her to the doctor. The doctor said that Neetu should get admitted in the hospital. She needs to be given a glucose drip. Hearing this, Neetu got confused. Her father had given her the solution, but still Neetu wasn't feeling well, and by evening she had become so weak, vomiting and having loose motions, that when her father was taking her to the doctor, she almost fainted. So she had to be carried by her father to the doctor, and when they reached there, the doctor told that Neetu has to be admitted in the hospital because she has to be given a glucose drip. And when she heard about this glucose drip, Neetu was really confused. She knew that during the games period in school, the teacher sometimes gave them glucose to drink. But what was a glucose drip? Dr. Auntie explained, your stomach is upset. Your body is not keeping any food and water, and it has become very weak. The glucose drip will give you some strength quickly, even without eating. When she heard about a glucose drip, Neetu was confused. Why confused? Because she had heard about a glucose drinking drink in school. The teacher had told them that when you play a lot or when you are tired playing, you can have a glass of glucose. But what was this glucose drip? She could not understand. So the doctor explained to her that when our stomach is empty and it is upset, so and it does not take any food or water, and it only vomits out and it is not accepting any food, and that time our body becomes very weak. So when a glucose drip is given, we get quick strength in our body. Even if we don't eat food for one day and we are on a drip, we get the strength in our body. Do you remember that in class 4 you made a solution of sugar and salt? Neetu's father also made this and gave her. Why do you think this is given to someone who has vomiting and loose motions? So, this solution is given because our body, all the salt and all the water in our body is lost. So, this solution gives us a little energy. Have you heard the word glucose or seen it written anywhere? Where? Even you must have seen this word glucose. Where have you seen this? Can you think and imagine where you have seen this? Correct. You have seen them on these bottles and boxes. What is this? This is an energy drink when water from the body is lost, and if you have it a glass full, you get a little strength in your body. You get it in different flavors of lemon and orange, and you enjoy drinking it mostly in the summer season when there is a lot of loss of water from the body. So this is where we have seen glucose written. Have you ever tasted glucose? How does it taste? Tell your friends. You must have tasted glucose, and what is the taste? It is sweet. When we have a glass full of this glucose powder in a glass of water, we feel it is sweet in taste. Have you or anyone in your family been given a glucose drip? When and why? Now, mostly, as we just discussed, that glucose drip is given to a person who becomes very weak. When the loss of water or intake of food is less and your body becomes weak, so we have to be given a glucose drip. And mostly when children are vomiting and suffering from loose motion and they cannot eat, a glucose drip can be given, or to our grandparents when they become sick and they are not able to eat food, a glucose drip has to be given. Neetu's teacher used to tell the girls to have glucose while playing hockey. Why do you think she did this? So students, you know, why did the teacher tell them to drink glucose when they were playing a hockey match? Correct, because when they are playing, they get tired, and when we get tired by running from one place to another, we sweat. And when we sweat, this is the water loss from our body. So the sweat that comes out is salty, and salt and water both are necessary for a body. They should be present in the body in a certain amount. So when we are playing such games like cricket, hockey, basketball, any games, outdoor games, we feel tired. So when we take a glass of glucose, we get back the energy of playing such games. Look at Neetu's picture and describe what is happening. How is glucose drip being given? Now, glucose drip has to be given in an hospital or a dispensary. There is a needle and a bottle of glucose, which is a liquid. And with the help of the needle, they pierce it into our nerves, and that drip uh, enters into the body through our nerves. And as it enters into the body, we start getting quick energy. As you can see in this picture, the box of glucose, if you take 1 spoon in a glass of water, it takes some time to give you energy. But when you take a glucose drip and it is pierced into your body through a needle, it gives you instant energy. So this is the difference of a glucose and a glucose drip. Here's a poem about Martin's window. So let us read. Here's an old story, it seems so funny. There was a window in Martin's tummy. Actually, by mistake, Martin was shot. Right in the stomach, it bled a lot. The wound slowly healed, and was covered by skin, but the hole was still there. You could peep right in. Oh, what a chance for doctors to study! What happens to the food inside the body? The story seems odd, but it is really true. The secret of Martin's stomach helped us all, me and you. So, this is a story about Martin, a soldier. He was shot and there was a hole in his stomach, and he was cured, but only a slight skin had covered the hole, and we could see what is going on in his stomach, the process of digestion. So the doctors, it helped the doctors that what was happening inside they could see, and it also helped you and me. So now let us read more about the story of Martin. Story: A Stomach with a Window. In the poem, you read about a soldier called Martin. In 1822, he was 18 years old and was very healthy. When he was shot, he got seriously hurt. At that time, Dr. Beaumont was called to treat him. Dr. Beaumont cleaned the wound and put the dressing. After 1.5 years, the doctor found that Martin's wound had healed except for one thing. He had a big hole in his stomach. The hole was covered with a loose flap of skin, like the washers in the football. Press the skin and you could peep into Martin's stomach. Not only that, the doctor could also take out food from the stomach by putting a tube in the hole. Dr. Beaumont felt he had found a treasure. Can you guess how much time he spent on doing different experiments on the stomach? 9 years. During this time, Martin grew up and got married. So the poem, as we read, was about a soldier. His name was Martin. When he was 18 years old, he was very healthy. But as he was a soldier, so he had been shot by a gun, and he was wounded, and he was a little serious, and a doctor was called, and the doctor came and he did all the dressing, and Martin was quite well now. But after 1.5 years, the doctor found that Martin's wound was not healed properly. Actually, a hole was left in the stomach, and only a slight skin was covered on that hole. Now, this hole was like a washer in the football. What's that? Why do we use a washer? We use a washer to fill in the air in the football. So there is a hole in the footballs, as we all have seen. So even there was a hole in Martin's stomach. Now, how was it helpful for this doctor? The doctor could see what is going on in Martin's stomach. He could put food from out into the stomach. He could remove it, and he did many experiments through this hole which was there in Martin's stomach. For how many years he did experiments? For 9 years he did experiments, and there was no problem with Martin. Even Martin was growing, and as he grew, he was then married, and experiments were going on Martin. At that time, scientists did not know how food was digested. How does the liquid, the digestive juices in the stomach help? Does it only help in making the food wet and soft, or does it also help in digestion? So this is a story of in 1822, so many years ago. So at that time, even the scientists did not know that when the food goes into when we chew and it enters into the stomach, what happens to the food? Where does the liquid go? What happens to the digestive juices in the stomach? Why the food becomes wet and soft? And what is the help in the digestion? Even they did not know, and they were all question marks in their mind at that time. Dr. Beaumont took some liquid, that was juices, out of the stomach. He wanted to see what would happen to a food item kept in a glass filled with it. Now, as we know, the doctor was doing experiments to this hole. So one day he removed few juices from the stomach and he filled a glass. And he wanted to see that if he kept any food item in those juices, what would happen to that food item kept in the glass? Would it get digested on its own? For this he did an experiment. Now he wanted to see that would that food item get digested. That was his experiment. With the help of a tube, he took out some digestive juice from the stomach. At 8:30 a.m., he put 20 tiny pieces of boiled fish in 10 milliliters of the juice. Now, what did he do? How did he remove that liquid from the stomach, the digestive juice? He took a tube and he put it into the hole into the stomach, and he removed a little digestive juices, around 10 milliliters, and he kept it in a glass. And he had done this experiment at 10:30 in the morning, and he put around 20 tiny pieces of boiled fish in that juice. He kept the glass at the same temperature as that of our stomach, about 30 Celsius. When he checked at 2 p.m., he found that the pieces of fish had dissolved. Now, in our body, the temperature in the stomach is about 30 Celsius. So he kept the juice also in the glass with the pieces of fish at the same temperature. And at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he found out that the pieces of fish that were kept in the digestive juice had dissolved. Dr. Beaumont tried this experiment with different food items. He gave Martin the same food at the same time and then compared how long it took for the food to be digested in the glass and in Martin's stomach. He recorded his observations in a table. So what was his experiment? What was the experiment doctor trying to do? He was taking the digestive juices which were present in Martin's stomach, and he put few food items in it to see that when it gets digested in the glass. So the small bits of fish which he had put at around 8:30, they dissolved and they got digested in that digestive juice at around 2 o'clock. So he tried it with all the different food items. Now, whatever food item he was putting in the glass, the same food item he gave Martin to eat, so that he would know that the same food item, how long it takes to be digested in the stomach. And he started recording all this in a table. Now, let's see what the table says. Here is a part of his observation table. Now, which food items did he do the experiment on? Unboiled milk, boiled milk, full boiled egg, half boiled egg. Then he took a raw egg beaten, and then he took only a raw egg, which was an uncooked egg. Now he saw all these food items, how long it took to be digested in Martin's stomach. So let us see unboiled milk. It took only 2 hours and 15 minutes to be digested in Martin's stomach. But in the glass where there were the digestive juices which was taken from Martin's stomach, but it took more longer to be digested in the glass. It took 4 hours 45 minutes. Now let us see full boiled egg, that is the third. It took 3 hours and 30 minutes in Martin's stomach, but it took 8 hours in the glass. So what conclusion do we come from this? We come to a conclusion that any food item which enters into our stomach, it gets digested much faster in the juices present in the stomach than in any glass outside. So that was the conclusion of his experiments. So what does our stomach do? Dr. Beaumont did many experiments and found out many secrets about digestion. He found that food digests faster in the stomach than outside. Did you notice this in the table? So as we just discussed, even the doctor found out that the food gets digested more faster in the stomach than outside. Our stomach churns the food to digest it. The doctor also saw that the food did not digest properly when Martin was sad. He also found that the juice in our stomach is acidic. Have you heard of anyone talking about acidity, especially when that person has not eaten well or the food is not digested properly? So what work our stomach does? Our stomach, it churns the food, means it chews and it makes the food so soft that the food gets digested in it. So the doctor also learned that when you are sad, when we are not in mood, at that time our food does not get digested properly. So our mood also is responsible for the digestion of food. He also found that the juice in the stomach was little acidic. Acidic means it is a little acid type in texture. Why this is, you must have heard what acidity is. Sometimes it burns in the stomach. We must have heard about some people saying such words, acidity. Why? Because if you don't eat well, you have an empty stomach, or your food is not digested properly. That is the time when we feel a little acidic in our stomach. Dr. Beaumont's experiments became famous across the world. After this, many scientists did many such experiments. What did you say? No, they did not shoot people in the stomach, nor did they wait for a patient with a hole in the stomach. They used other scientific ways to look inside our bodies. Through his experiments, whatever doctor had done at conclusion and whatever he had observed had become famous across the world. All the other scientists also started doing such experiments. Now they did not go to shoot some other people and through a hole only they did experiments. They did experiments through other ways which were feasible for them. So even they tried to find out that what happens to food inside the stomach. Did you like the story of Martin? Or should we say the story of our own stomach? So through this story we learned that what happens in our stomach, how the food is digested in the stomach. Good food, good health. Dr. Aparna had two patients, Rashmi and Kailash. Dr. Aparna talked to them to find out more about them. Read what the doctor found. Now, as you can see in the picture, towards your left is Rashmi and towards your right is Kailash. So now the doctor talked to them and found out few things. So let us read what did she find out. Rashmi. How old is she? 5 years. She looks about 3 years old. She has very thin arms and legs and a pot belly, means a stomach like a balloon. She often falls sick. She always feels tired and cannot go to school regularly. She does not have the strength even to play. Now, what food does she have? She is lucky if she can get a little rice or one roti to eat in the whole day. So, what was about Rashmi? That she was 5 years old, but as we saw in the picture, she is very thin and she looks under age. She looks like she's only 3 years old. She's got thin hands and legs, and she remains very sick and she feels very tired, and she does not go to school very often because she remains sick most of the time. Now, for the food, why is it that she is sick and she becomes tired? Because Rashmi does not get enough food to eat. She gets only a little rice and a roti in a whole day, not once. In the whole day, she gets only to eat one roti and a little rice. That is her food. That is why Rashmi is skinny. She's very thin. Now let's read about Kailash. He is 7 years old. He looks older than his age, means he looks like he is 10 years old. His body is fat and flabby. He has pain in his legs. He is not very active. He goes to school by bus and spends many hours watching TV. Now, what food Kailash eats? He does not like to eat homemade cooked food like dal rice, vegetables and rotis. He only The only thing he finds tasty are chips, burgers, pizzas and soft drinks from the market. So how does Kailash look? Kailash looks bigger than his age. He is 7 and he looks like 10. And he is very fat, and he's got a huge stomach, as we could see in the picture. And because of this, he is overweight. And because of this, he's got pain in his legs. And he is not very active because of his overweight. He cannot play much because of his overweight. So he goes to school also by bus, and most of the time he keeps on watching TV. He does not play because he's got pain in his legs and because of the overweight. And what food he eats, he does not like whatever his mummy prepares in the house, vegetable, roti, dal, rice. He does not like all that. He only likes all the junk food like wafers and burgers and pizzas that we get in the market. Because of this, his weight has increased. So Dr. Aparna measured the height and weight of both the children. Then she told them, there is only one treatment to both your problems: proper food. So what the doctor advised them, that there's only one problem with this, that they have to eat only proper food so that they get a balanced diet and they look the same as their age. So this is what the problem is. When we eat a lot of fatty foods, we become fat and we look over age than you are. And if you don't eat proper food, you become weak and you become underweight. So to look proper, to grow proper to a proper height, we need proper food. Now, what is this proper food? You all know it is a balanced diet. Now, let's read further and find out what the few questions that are asking us say. Your first question says, why do you think Rashmi could eat only one roti in the whole day? Because she must be from a poor family. They must not be able to afford food, proper food. So whatever they get, they must be eating in the day. So this could be the reason. Do you think Kailash would like games and sports? No, he would not like games and sports. Why? As we just discussed, he was very fat and flabby and he had pain in his legs. So he could not show any interest in games and sports. What do you understand by proper food? Proper food means a balanced diet. Balanced diet means you should get all the nutrients that are present in different kinds of foods and vegetables. So this is called proper food. Why do you think that the food of Rashmi and Kailash was not proper? Because some foods, if we keep on eating more and more, we only get those nutrients and vitamins from that food, which our body does not need. Our body needs everything in the proper amount, and it should be balanced. That is why for Rashmi everything was very less, and for Kailash certain nutrients and vitamins were more. So that is why it was not proper. Proper food, every child's right. You have read about two children. One is Kailash, who does not like homemade food. The other one is Rashmi, who does not even get one proper meal a day. About half the children in our country are like Rashmi. They do not get enough food that they need to grow and develop properly. These children are weak and sickly, means they are ill and in poor health. But it is the right of every child to get proper food. As we know, there is a lot of poverty in India, and we have seen in the news and other channels that most of the people are very poor and they can hardly afford any food, any proper food. So they are very weak and they fall sick more. So a child, every child who is born, they have the right to have proper food. Why proper food? So that they can grow well, they can remain healthy. That is why proper food is needed, and it is the right of each and every one. So dear children, eat well, stay safe and be healthy. And I hope you have understood this part. So thank you.